Hello, it's Helen from Authentic Awareness of You with this week's tarot card reading for the week of July 27th to August 2nd. So this week I'm using the Gilded Tarot. So let's see what's happening for the beginning of the week, Monday and Tuesday. So we have the Strength card, which is a major arcana card. So Strength card is obviously about strength, having that internal strength to overcome certain emotions within ourselves. And it also very much is the card of having the right appropriate response to situations that are around us, and that sometimes does call for a lot of strength to contain certain emotions when we're dealing with situations in our life. And when we look at this card, she looks as though she has very much gained some sense of control or acceptance of that, of those elements of herself which she may struggle with. So when I look at this, there is a real sense of balance. She's worked hard to understand herself and to know when to respond and when not to respond. So there is some level of awareness there about the right and appropriate response to situations that are surrounding you. So this feels quite high energy. She's up and she's, kind of moving forward. She's aware of, I would say, probably what's kind of happening around her, and she's tamed some of the aspects of herself. She's got them in control, you know what I mean? Like she's got them in her hand. She's aware of them. She's kind of gathered them, and they're settled. So there's an element of you that kind of feels settled in regards to something or situations or the emotions that's kind of coming up within you. And what I want to say is they're both going in they're both facing the same direction. And that, I think, is the main thing. If you have been in turmoil, whether in emotional situations, and you perhaps feel you reacted badly, or you just went a bit over the top, or you've kind of sorted that out. It's like you've got the chain and finally you've put it on that lion and he's settled down, and you're both now going in the same direction. So you've harnessed some emotions, you've settled, and now you can proceed forward, and you are both going in the same direction now. So there has been some sort of settling, sorting out, and capturing something. Hopefully you have an idea of what that is, and you can now work through that, but you're both moving in the same direction. So that's your Monday and Tuesday. And it is a major arcana card, so it's a major theme to start off the beginning of the week with. Okay, so let's see what's happening for us in the middle of the week. The Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords, tricky card. It's a very futile card. Futile card, which means, there's kind of no... It's a funny card. It's kind of like things don't turn out the way you expect them to. So, and it's a card of, it's kind of pointless continuing on doing that because the results are just not going to get you anywhere, is the main thing. So that might certainly be in regards to the Strength card. On some level it's pointless to keep behaving that way or thinking that way or doing something in the same old way, because the results will just be pointless, is what's kind of happening there for us. So it is a card of things not turning out the way that you thought they would or you expected they would, so you kind of just have to, leave those two swords laying on the ground, open the door, take the rest of your swords, and just keep going. So, kind of looking back and going, oh, okay, well, that's that then, and just sort of keep moving forward. And I think the Seven has got quite a strong connection to the Strength card, to whatever you have been kind of battling with. Try and bring it all together and make it all go the same way. Like if it's just going to causing you conflict and disharmony, is it really going to be worth it? That's the question I guess we need to ask ourselves, particularly with the Strength card at the beginning of the week. So let's see what's happening for us at the end of the week. Okay. Oh, so we have the Hanged Man, which is another major arcana. So it's a major theme or a major situation or something quite relevant to your life this week. And the Hangman, well, it is just the card of surrender. This kind of really is saying to me there's nothing you can do about it at this point in time. So you kind of do just have to surrender to it, let it go, try and have another perspective, look at it from another way. And that's really quite kind of loud and clear, particularly with the Seven of Swords and the Hangman. Is like, let it go, surrender over to it. There's nothing I can do about it. It's kind of pointless. So there may be an element of really having to overcome our emotions and how we feel about things, and where we want to place our energy. Do we want to keep continuing doing the same old thing that's not necessarily going to get us anywhere? Or is it best for us to surrender, try and look at it from another way, or just go, well, okay, this is it, this is the way it is, I just have to accept that, look at it differently, and hopefully I can just move on from there. It is sort of really saying to us, stop fighting against whatever it is perhaps you feel that you've been fighting with, and that can be the Strength card. You know, what is it within yourself that you are struggling with or you are fighting with this week? It is kind of saying, you know, try and let it go. Walk away with what you can. That's the Seven of Swords. You know, walk away with what you still can is quite important as well. Or, you know, will you lose everything? Might be the other alternative to that. And the Hangman is telling us to just sort of, you know, surrender. You know, there's nothing you can do about it. And it's kind of this, the Hangman is kind of, it's out of your hands anyway when the Hangman comes along, because it is a major arcana card. It has something to do with our soul. It has got a real universal connection there, because it has got the wheel there. And I'm thinking of the Wheel of Fortune when I look at that. It is kind of out of your control, whatever the situation kind of is. You can only do so much, and then it's a sense of, well, okay, this is all I can do. It is up to the universe. I'm going to walk away with it, with whatever you can, and that may just simply be the experience as well, and just kind of move on. So, interesting week. It may be a little bit of a struggle, but it also may be that you let go and you surrender, and that could be a wonderful thing. So hopefully it turns out okay for you. We are having a full moon in Aquarius, and Aquarius is very much about letting go. It is about detaching. It's about, you know, coming from more of an intellectual place. Try not to be too emotional in regards to things. So hang in there, and remember, you know, let go and surrender. So have a wonderful week, and thank you so much for your likes and watching. And if you are after a reading from me, please contact me through my Facebook page or email me, or you can go to the book me button as well. So thank you so much again for watching.